That's good to have them come in. I guess we're gonna move forward. You wanna do it? We'll figure it out in 1 second.
Yeah, are you going to hear it coming into like or not?
You got yourself out there.
Yeah. You gotta be present, man. Because that's the thing, like, you can ask her, I don't know how to do it.
The poverty line is out of control. Generally, it was going pretty well. But we were getting down. What was the reason? Well, one of the big reasons is because there was a lot of fighting. So, what they would do is they host jams, parties, people come out. And the reason why they would do this is because they have jokes over and he's like, oh my gosh, I don't like this guy named Jake, and he smells and he's weird. But instead of fist fighting, I'm going to battle him. And so, what you say is, maybe a little something like this. And all of a sudden, Joe Schmo was like, what are you doing behind me? You're ready. And he's like,
The museum is old, dusty, probably, you know,
he's on this.
it's just not.
And then Joe Schmo will be over here and be like, you know what? Let me show you a little something.
I don't know, like that's a part of like just last year kind of like.
And then all of a sudden, like, and then they'll be like, and then this guy will be like, I won. And this guy will be like, I won. But it was all for fun, and the goal was to enjoy each other, right? A pretty big, huge part of hip hop is community. And so my job is to continue to
Ready.
Definitely, the thing was movement, of course. So the thing that I feel like that captured movement was seeing multiple bodies that are the same body, of course, but like flowing with each other. And you can obviously tell that with that line of action that I created with all three of them spinning. Like he was in a way, he was showing people like spinning, like they were kind of like spinning with each other or like dancing in a circle-ish. And since he only has so much limited space, I kind of wanted to create that limited space for him to dance. And before he started dancing, he was practicing in that corner. And it felt like he was in his zone, his little area, his jungle, his forest. Like, it's his zen, it's his space. This is his passion, so this is what he probably sees when he dances. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's awesome.
I will be stealing them. I'll be stealing everybody's now. Wow.
Real quick, since we've got Sebastian up here, I just want to say he was our first intern, and he's leaving to go to another college in Orlando, so he's leaving us now. So he's been awesome.
We love you, Sebastian! Woo! Aww.
I really like the movement, of course, is great. Including, like almost, like three people dancing because, I see the dance. That's how it looked like, It looked like watching 5 people dancing, so
Yeah.
it was like so intense. And, like I like the fact that, like hip hop, like music, there's a lot of paintings that, like associate the music dance with floral, with, like flowers, with plants, like that's how they grow, that's, like how they move. So, like there's a lot of music there's connection between the dance, and I really appreciate the detail. I love the detail that you put in, and you know, like especially those, you know, like laybacks. So I think it's really well done.
Can I say one thing about the fact that you made a circle?
Yeah.
So one of the more sacred aspects of hip hop is something called the cipher circle. So right now we're also in a circle, and it actually represents infinity. And so the idea behind a circle within hip hop actually is the idea of creating a space for everyone, right? So you mentioned the jungle, right? So this is exactly what you're saying. It is a space, a sacred place that I share with everyone, right? And so for you to capture that as an idea means that you understand, even at that level, that's what it is. It's a circular motion. So I love that.
That's awesome. Go Sebastian!
Hello.
Hello, Ron.
Oh, you want me to explain my process? Okay. Well, my process is once I learned who the dancer was going to be, I became friends with him on Instagram and Facebook, and I watched him dance. And I
Which
learned
everybody
about
should
what he's
do
about.
before they leave.
So I wanted to capture just him in one element of the moment of him and himself and what he's about. I didn't want to do a background that's all like, oh, you see the other paintings or other people. I just wanted him in that moment. And actually, it's from a photo I took earlier. He's actually suspended in the air, but I kind of made him a little bit lower than I should have. And honestly, other than that, I do portraits and I do figurative work, and I just want to capture one solo person in that moment, and that's all.
And I think you did very successfully this, and you know, like that's what you know, like is grabbing my attention because, like, I could see you dancing somewhere, and I'll be walking by the gallery, and I would see this painting in the gallery. I'll be like, that's him. Yes. That's him, because that was, you know, like that was the moment, the expression of the face, the movement, and you know, I really like the, you know, like variety of colors, you know, like the dance, it's something that, you know, like it sparks, you know, like I wish I could dance instead of painting, you know, but you know, I think I do better paintings, I better stay to better painting, but I think, you know, like this is, I mean, it's beautiful painting,
And it's all primary colors too. I only use like warm red, warm blue, cool blue, and that's all. So it's all just mixed.
I'll tell you this.
There's no black in it at all. The white is white, but all this is just mixed together.
Wow.
That's what it feels like. So you're talking
It's
about
kind of
this
chaos.
dance.
That's kind of chaotic.
That's exactly what it feels like to dance. So I'll just put that out right now. More than capture the vibe, the essence for sure. So thank you.
Thank you.
Very good, Ron.
and especially the angles, you know, like they are not, you know, like rounded angles, you know,
Right.
like they, you know, like we have angles here, we have, you know, like, you know, those strokes going this way, so it's kind of, you know, like the whole, you know, like spectrum of, you know, like, but in a one moment, right? So that's why it's just, you know, like amazing. So
Thank you very much.
anybody
Very
else
good.
wants to add something? Tony.
Oh, I mean, he captured it. That's what he was trying to do. So it's something when you saw it anywhere, you know that's Caleb dancing.
And you made me look buff. Who's the captain?
It's a future dude.
Yeah, no, I'm going to the gym right now.
All right, we got Meesha. Don't forget, yes, stand in front and talk about the painting.
I did something similar to what Ron did. I went online and did a little research in advance too, and just was watching his style and trying to get a feel for it. And so I believe that was really what I was aiming at with my painting, was to try to get that same kind of feel that he has in his dance, and that I wanted to show that energy And so I try to use some of the basic elements of design. So I try to get the colors to all work together. That's one of the elements of design, color. And then line. And so I was trying to use the gestures, the gestural type of lines to create the movement throughout. And I wanted it to really feel like it was alive, like the energy. And that was why I picked those colors too. Like I felt like when he's dancing, like he's on fire, like that energy is so strong. And I was like, wow, I need to capture that. And so I felt like that kind of fire energy was what I was aiming for there. So I hope that was what I accomplished.
Definitely.
I really like the composition, I really like the color. So there's something special about this painting that I think that you captured, like dance, like dance is expression of our feelings, right? And the combination of the movement of people, gestures, like it's like almost like everyday life, like sometimes we're happy, like who are happy, sometimes we're sad, that's okay to be sad. So this is kind of like connection, like I don't know, between people, like the energy universe that like it just like make this like so interesting, and there's something mysterious about it. Not only energy, but like some connection between like feelings, like that we can feel sad, we can feel happy, like, and that's, I think that's brilliant. And I love your signature.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Awesome
That
work.
was the tough part.
Now you get to pick a winner, Chris.
Okay, so yeah, it's tough choice, and like we all know, like it's a tough choice, and like trying to be objective, like it's always hard, especially when you're a painter, when you're an artist. But I only pick one winner, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no second and third.
Just one.
Okay, so I will go with Sebastian.
Yay!